Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First play, going to throw it. And his first look is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. And now it's second down. You look at this Arizona defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Al down to throw it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Open man here is Scott, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two. mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought process?
He's got a man, complete, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. You look at this Arizona defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
2nd and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. The Cardinals at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. On the move past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Commander's 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Murray. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down straight ahead. This one is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ground downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Powell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off-play action. It's Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Howell's got this one to Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Faking the handoff, Howell. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First down, Washington.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And once more, Howell back to the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Howell throwing on third down here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Fourth down, Howell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Gibson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Throwing here, Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. from 3 yards out. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. Escapes the defender. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Murray now. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 35-yard line.
Second and 7. Now Murray again. Open man is lost, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Murray now to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Only a yard. It's fourth down.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll go play action. Howell. Finding Henry here on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Howell throwing on first down here. This is caught by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Arizona not ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Another throw for Howell. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So here we go, fourth down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
McCaffrey running up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
To throw, it's Murray. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now they go play action with Howell.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Howell's throw into the hands of Henry here.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. DK Metcalf from 19 yards away. And the Commanders get a bit closer.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Howell throwing for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. Now Murray. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now this time, Murray to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 103 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Yeah. 2-2.
They'll run with Harris. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Back to throw it, Murray. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today,